you have a dynamic careers page, you'll have the ability to make more than one view of the page. Maybe that's a client view and a candidate view, or maybe you have multiple different areas of focus at your agency. So there's a finance view and a healthcare view and an IT view. Maybe it's regionally. Maybe you have one view for San Francisco and a different view for New York. There's a lot of different ways that you can think about what makes sense for your own business. I'm going to show you how to get those set up today. Before I show you how to get them set up, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this company here, they have an accounting and finance recruitment view. And they also have a IT recruitment view. So the content will vary based on the view that you're looking at and what message this company would like you to see. In order to get started on creating multiple views, you want to go into Manage the Page, into the Admin Center, go back into the Life section, and here you'll see the two views that are currently published. To build a new view, you want to click Create New Page. Once you create a new page, it's going to ask you a few questions. I usually recommend to my clients to keep these two questions as they default. The top question is asking if you want to create a non-targeted page. So the answer is no, you want to add target criteria to this page, because what we want is we want specific people when they land on your careers page to see this particular view. So we're going to keep that as no. We want this to be a targeted page. The second question is allow non-targeted users to see the page. So if you allow non-targeted users to see the page, what you're asking LinkedIn to do is to create this drop down so all members can toggle between all the views and learn more about your business as a whole. So typically we would want to allow that. Now below those two questions is where you define your target criteria. You can define it by language, geography, job function, industry, company size, and seniority level. I recommend trying to keep this as broad as possible, because a lot of times, even if the page isn't targeted, if you target too narrow, if you try to get too specific, then you're probably leaving out a large number of members that page would be more relevant than landing on another page that you've already built. So for example, if you are trying to target only engineers in the Bay Area and you set the criteria to engineers in the Bay Area, only engineers in the Bay Area would default to land on that page. Any engineer outside of the Bay Area might land on your default page, which is going to be a more general overview of your company, where it's likely that the engineering in the Bay Area page would be more relevant information to them. So keep it as broad as you can. I'm just going to do an example here. Let's say we want to build out a page that is going to go out to engineers. So I'm going to keep it just as broad as that. As you define your criteria, you can either, as I did, type in the job function, or if you want to see the full list, you can click browse, and you can see the whole list of criteria options that we offer. On the right hand side, we're going to show you a number that's the estimated size of the audience that fits the criteria that you've defined. So we can assume that there's somewhere around 20 million engineers on the LinkedIn platform, according to the criteria that I've just defined. And below that, we've added this module that you can confirm your targeting. So if you have a particular candidate or client in mind that you want to see this particular page and you want to make sure you're setting up the target criteria correctly, you can use this module to check to make sure Your criteria is going to capture the types of people that you have in mind. So as an example, if I put myself in this page, I can see that I'm showing up in the not targeted column here. So I'm not targeted because my job function would fall under either sales or marketing. So if you really wanted me to see this page that you're building, you would need to add in one of those job functions. So let's say I add in marketing. Now I'm going to be in the targeted column. So now it's saying, yes, I am targeted on this page because you have included marketing. Once you hit save and create page, you're going to be brought back to the same template you were on the first page that you built out. And now you can go through and fill out all of the content for this particular view. So instead of general overview, this might be the engineering page. And so on and so forth. Once you're done with this, you're going to want to hit publish. And once that goes live, when you go back to your life tab in the admin tool, you'll see that you have multiple views live. Now, if you don't publish the page, it's going to fall under this unpublished heading. And at any time, you can then go in, edit this page by clicking on the page name, and push publish to get that live on LinkedIn.